Hey, good morning. If everybody gather around, we're going to get going with the morning ops briefing. If you would silence your phones, mute your radios, sidebar any conversations in the briefing area. That way we don't miss any important briefing here. My name's Rick Luke, Planning Section Chief for California Incident Management Team 5. Just a reminder, we are still in Unified Command. Incident Commander is Rick Young. And the current acreage is 304,640 acres, 39% containment, with a total personnel of 3,172. With that, we'll give you a situation update from last night.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Shannon Prather, Operations Trainee with California Incident Management Team 5. The last night was a fairly quiet night. Everything was holding pretty nice in place. We'll start up here in November. Everything's still holding up there, and nothing is the spots that we had last night are all contained on the Kaiser Pass Road, and everything's holding in place. Moving around over into Papa, the stuff, no activity, nothing staffing in Papa area. Moving down over into Huntington Lake, quiet night, no activity. Down over into Romeo, Sierra, we did have a service call last night, just a resident trying to get into their house. But other than that, no movement of the fire. All the way down around into the bottom, we're all looking good. Still just holding and mopping up areas of heat. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. Weather.
Mark Pellerito, IMET. All right, so we do not have a strong offshore northeasterly event ongoing right now, but it is enough to where it enhanced the downslopes overnight, and we're going to be warmer and drier earlier. With the downsloping that occurred all night, the RHs have actually dipped all night long to where most of the fire ground right now is already in the 20% range. And today we're on our way to mostly teens percent range to low 20s. So be aware of that. Also, the heat is here. Today's the day where a lot of the fire in the lower reaches gets into the 90s, especially for those of you mopping up in the black. If you're in the lower elevations, it's going to feel even warmer than that in the black. And then meanwhile, most of the fire zone, the active fire zone, temperatures will reach 70s to mid 80s for today. Wind-wise, it's complicated because that northeasterly is still occurring up above, but it's not very strong. Down below, you're going to have the upslope to up valley just kind of start working its way in. Up above, you still got northeasterly and then ending up out of the north. And so what we're going to have today, because the inversion it will be getting stronger in coming days, and it was stronger before, but it's not that strong right now. We're going to have today a little more instability, I should say, of air moving up and down and updrafting and all that. So you're going to see some vertical movement of the air. And I can tell you what wind direction it should be, but it's going to be one of those days where all of a sudden a gust is going to come out of there. You're going to be like, where did that come from? It's going to be pretty erratic on those wind directions for today. And then looking ahead, hot and dry, hot and dry, hot and dry for days on end.
Thank you, Mark. Our management objectives, control objectives have not changed. Ensure that you review those in your division breakouts. Next, we have operational update.
All right, good morning, everybody. Don Fraguglia, Planning Ops here on the Creek Fire South Zone. So I'm going to run through a quick roll call here this morning. Your operations section chief this morning is Alex McBath, Jim McDougald, and a trainee of Shannon Prather. Night Ops is Steve Burns. Planning Ops is me. We do have a new addition today. We got Planning Ops trainee John Goss. Thanks, John. Okay, Branch 20's out there in TV land. Branch 20 today is Ernie Villa. And then in Division November, we got Victor LaFour. Division Papa is Jimmy Hidalgo. Division Romeo is Kim Olson. On into Branch 25-29, that's wrong on your 203 this morning. That's Dunham. There, thanks. Division Sierra Uniform is Whitwer. Winden is out there, all right. Division Victor Whiskey is Wade. And Pack. Darvis for Pack. We'll make that change. Thank you. Division X-Ray Zulus, Bianchi. All right, good morning. Okay, Repop, that's Bowman. Mitigations, Mr. Fleming. Okay, Stagings, Hale. Suppression Repairs, Borello. Good morning. And Anderson. Okay. Welcome. The operational priorities for the day today. Hold on to what we got down here along the bottom. That's really mission critical. So much good work's gone into that over the last month. We want to hold on to that. Moving up, the next priority going to be in Division Romeo, where they're working south of China Peak ski area there. And moving up, the third operational priority will be up here in Division November. For your air operations summary today, we have 4 Type 1 helicopters, 5 Type 2 helicopters, and 3 Type 3 helicopters. The main helibase is out of Auberry, and we did move some helicopters north up to Mammoth. So you guys out there in Branch 20, you will have access to a couple of Type 1 helicopters that will come out of Mammoth. So with the clean air up there on the north end, you may get that today. We also have Helicopter 507 available to us for infrared, and they're flying out of Fresno. With that, have a good shift out there today.
Thank you, Donnie. Next, we have safety.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Brian Savage, Team 5 Safety. You guys doing a great job out there. Our safety record's really good. Just keep it up. This is the kind of fire season that you get challenged every day. It's like, oh, you get up and like Groundhog Day. But it's really, really important you stay focused on the details, because it's the details that'll get you. It only takes a split second for something really bad to happen. And a lot of times there's no redos, and nobody in here that's here thinks it's going to be them today. So just want to make sure you guys understand that. And it just, when things line up, there are some things that you can maybe identify that are coming your way. And if you're on your game, you can prevent that bad thing from happening. So hot and dry again today. Have plans in case the fire moves big today. There's not a lot of safety zones out there. There is a lot of good black, but you need to know where that is and have a couple options in case that fire gets up and moves. So expect it, have plans for it, make sure everybody understands what that plan is. Continue to hydrate. It's going to be hotter and drier the next few, so we might have some heat-related things coming up. So stay ahead of that. Keep your hydration going. Keep your speeds down, please. Still 168 is 35 miles an hour. And there's a lot of public out there, and the public aren't paying attention to what we're doing. So expect them to be doing stuff that's not very good and making U-turns and pulling the side of the road for pictures and all that. So expect that. And just to show you that the safety guy has a lighter side, I know it's hard to believe, a brain teaser real quick. You ready? It's not very difficult, but here it is. What's in water that puts out fire? What's in water that puts out fire? I know, it's early. You guys can do it. Fireboat. Come on. It's not that hard.
Thank you for the humor, Brian. Communications has nothing to say other than in room 5, there's no cloning, or if you need cloning, you get in room 5, no changes to the comp plan. Next, we've got medical.
Morning, everybody. Jeff Carlin, Medical. So as you heard from safety, heard from weather, today's going to be hotter and drier, so hydration is a big issue. Continue to review the 8-line with your crews. If you don't have the IAP 8-line, remember it's on page 118 on your IRPG. As the inversion's lifting today, there's a possibility that if we have something, we might be able to use helicopters. So make sure you get a good lat and long if you have to call somebody in. We also have CalMat right around the corner here for your basic medical needs and for your care and comfort. And then finally, COVID checklist on the IAP. This is not a political thing as far as COVID goes. We just want to make sure that not only are we getting you home safe for your family, but we're keeping you and your family safe. It's not the flu. It is a serious thing. They don't understand what it's all about. So I appreciate it, and continue to keep your social distance, mask, hand washing. And with that, have a safe shift.
Thank you. Fire Information would like you to review page 34 in your IEP, along with Human Resources, page 35. Next, we have Finance.
Good morning, Teresa Fork, Finance Section Chief. Okay, on page 28, I want you guys to pay attention, is that all federal resources need to scan or email your time and shift tickets to the email address on here. We are taking everything virtual from all the camps and stuff so we can get everybody's time posted up. Also, division soups and branch directors, remember to go talk with cost apportionment. Thanks.
Thank you, Teresa. Next, we have Stephanie with a read.
Good morning, Lead Read trainee Stephanie Barnes. And just a reminder for all the people out there, all the divisions, that the Reads and Reefs are out there to support you guys if anything changes and you need them, call them on the radio. And also, if you're moving equipment, the weed wash guys are lonely and they want to wash your equipment and your cars. So make sure if you're moving equipment from lower to upper elevations, you're going through weed wash, or if you're going off the incident, you're doing weed wash. And also if you're going from the north zone to south zone or doing any equipment trading, that you guys go through weed wash, because they need some company too. So thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Closing comments. First, we have our agency administrator.
Good morning, Kim Serini Wilson, Agency Administrator Trainee. I just want to thank you guys again for all your hard work. And I noticed something, and I thought it was very curious, since this is new to me to be up here all the time, but a bunch of you put your notebooks in your back, and I'm just wondering why you don't carry them. And I tried it, and it didn't quite work for me, so I'll be carrying my notebook. So that's my humor for today, and I hope you have a great shift. Thanks.
Thank you. Closing comments, our Incident Commander, Destin Mueller.
Hi, good morning, folks. So a lot of things changing here in the next, started yesterday with the weather, right, up north, and more fires. Imagine that, breaking in north zone. And then also with the weather conditions starting down here with hotter and drier. So with that, there's a lot of things that really affect this incident. So less resources, which is going to cause, more time to actually start moving north and getting containment on this fire. So I want to say, thanks for you guys' patience and perseverance. We need to focus on the anchor. We're doing a good job down there in branch 25, 29. As we move north, we're going to get less resources, so it's going to go a little bit slower. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. We are holding a public meeting tonight as well, and I'm sure the public is still very happy with what we're doing down there. So just focus on that. Stay safe. There's going to be a lot of repopulation as well. I think that's been mentioned the last couple days. Be safe on the roads, and have a great shift.
All right. Well, that concludes our briefing. A couple comments. Unassigned resources, if you don't find yourself on the IEP, unassigned resources to the rear division breakouts are posted. And have a safe day.